Good afternoon. We'll get started here today. If you have a question, raise your hand and we'll get the question to you. Start here on the right, Kyle.
Hey, Jim. This is a fierce rivalry, but also one that's got a lot of mutual respect between players and coaches. Coach Schembeckler and Woody Hayes' friendship, I think, is most of that. Just curious how much reverence you have for Woody Hayes, and if you ever got to know him well.
I have great respect for all of the players and coaches who played in this game.
On the left, Larry.
Jim, offensive line recruiting has been a focus of yours, I guess, in past years. You know, to load that up there to see things pan out with guys, you know, and what this offensive line is doing to let the offense, you know, do what it's doing.
They're playing at a very good, very high level. John Runyon, Ben Bredesen, Cesar Ruiz, Michael Owenu, and Jalen Mayfield, all really playing really well together. Playing very confident, playing very good football.
Coach, there's a large section of Michigan fans that believe you can have a great season, but if you can't beat Ohio State, we got problems. What do you say to that mindset, and how do you deal with that when you hear that?
Well, I'm very aware of the rivalry, having played in it, having coached in it. I grew up here, and my dad was a coach. As I liken the Michigan State game to a state championship, this is even bigger. This is two states championship, Michigan and Ohio. So we're excited about it. Our feelings about it, if you're asking that, we're excited for the challenge. My feelings? I'm excited for the game. Excited and up for and ready for the challenge.
Just a reminder, if you have a question, raise your hand. We're going to go on the left there, Dan.
Jim, from the outside, it looks like this team has improved dramatically across the season. Do you agree with that? And in what ways do you think the team is playing better than it did at the beginning of the year?
I think I think it's an improving team, an ascending team, playing really good football. Could name a number of position groups that I think are playing outstanding. Starting with the quarterback, Shea Patterson, I think he's playing great football. And give a lot of credit to Ben McDaniels. Ben's done a terrific job coaching Shea. He's going into these games very confident about his reads, very confident about his job, being able to see coverages, anticipate defenses, and playing with great timing, poise, accuracy, doing tremendous things. Our receiver group is playing great football as well. To a man, they're really, Divine Donovan's catching the ball great, as good as, better than he ever has. As a Michigan Wolverine, making contested catches, tough catches, diving catches, gaining separation. Nico Collins is playing at a very high level. Ronnie Bell's playing at a high level. So as a group, Street Blacks doing very well. And the young guys, Mike Sammers still, and Giles Jackson also contributing a lot to this football team. So as a position group, I think they're playing well, really well. We talked about a couple weeks ago the blocking out of that group. The perimeter blocking is really improved as well. And Josh Gaddis has done a great job coaching the receivers. I've never seen a better coaching job, on the receivers in that group than I have this year. I think, besides coordinating the offense and calling plays, he's the one that's coached these receivers up to be where they're at right now. Talked about the offensive line, the tight end group really playing well as well, and pretty much could go through about every position group on the team. I think they're ascending and improving and playing really good football. Also think that in every area we're capable of playing even better. So that's something that's exciting.
Back right.
What's your perspective on this game changed, going from player to a coach, and how has it changed over the last few years as well?
Like I said, I pretty much had a good understanding of this rivalry from a young age.
In the front here, Steve.
Jim, with Nico Collins, I think we all focus on just his abilities to play stuff and how hard he is to cover, but talk about the complete package of a receiver that you get Nico and everything that he's doing all.
Yeah, he's catching the contested balls as well as you can. Drawing a lot of pass interference penalties. I mean, times they're just, they've got to grab him because he's behind him, so he's getting behind and getting separation on defensive backs and in the secondary. Blocking's been improving, and he's still got ways to get better too. I mean, some of the short area quickness, and you know, you saw him gain separation on the slant route this past week, the crossing routes, and gaining that separation. That's been a big improvement in Nico's game, and I think he's got even more room to grow as well.
In the middle, Austin.
Jim, what differences do you see preparing for this Ohio State team versus the ones you've seen recently? In what ways has Ryan Day sort of put his fingerprints on it?
Not comparing any team to team, but the Ohio State team is a heck of a good football team. Ryan Day and his entire staff have done an outstanding job coaching the team. One of the best defenses in the country, one of the best offenses in the country. They play really well at special teams. So, you know, position by position, they've done an extraordinary job
All the way in the left.
developing this team.
On the left there, Larry.
Fields, our quarterback, what have you seen him develop this year? And is it a sign of the times that both quarterbacks are transfer quarterbacks?
Justin Fields has had a tremendous year, playing winning football at all times, and really athletic, runs the ball extremely well. I mean, gets a lane, gets a throw. You know, he'll make the throw, and also when there's a lane, he'll escape and you know, do damage with himself running the football.
Back middle, Andrew.
Which I know you said the next game is always the most important, but is there anything about the Ohio State game, whether it's in preparation or a game day tradition or something like that, that you especially enjoy?
Yeah, I mean, I love the competition, and yeah, this is the biggest game of the year.
On the left there, Aaron.
Jim, given you have 2 losses in the first 7 games of the season, the Big Ten title is obviously out of the question at this point. What would a win on Saturday mean for this program?
That'd be the state championship between 2 states. Be big. As it always is.
In the front, Rainer.
How much do you think both programs have influenced each other recently? How much do you think both programs have influenced each other recently, just kind of the initiatives you guys have put forward?
I mean, I think it's a pretty long-standing tradition of both programs influencing each other. Not just recently, but for a very long time.
In the middle, Isaiah.
What kind of challenge is it to go up against Chase Young and what he brings to the table?
Yeah, he's a tremendous football player, extremely athletic, very physical, shows up at the ball, and he's a tremendous pass rusher.
On the left there.
Coach, what does the home field mean in this game? And when you're at home, do you feel like this is where you have to hold serve in the rivalry? Or
We're excited to play. We're confident, and looking forward to today's preparation. Looking forward to the game. Looking forward to playing at home. Looking forward to every possible thing about it.
is it worth a field goal, a touchdown, or not a thing?
I don't know exactly.
On the right here, Bob. Wojo.
Jim, we talked about the offense a lot and how it has developed. What about the defense from the beginning of the year to now, and some of the changes Don Brown has made? It looks like it's evolved quite a bit this year.
Yeah, we're not really gonna talk schematics, going into any game, but, yeah, there's been a multitude of different fronts, different blitz packages, coverages. It's a pretty high volume, and he does a great job of calling the defense. He does a great job of making adjustments during the week, in game, all of it. It's, as well as I've ever seen it done.
You're back, right?
And to say everything's possible, everything's possible for them.
What do you mean, everything's possible?
Just everything that, everything
game.
we've done, everything could be done, anything that could be changed, anything that could be added. Don't mind your opponents knowing that. All things are possible.
You're back,
Jim,
right?
back here. You mentioned Ryan Day's coaching
Schematic.
staff.
Right. Specifically.
You mentioned Ryan Day's coaching staff. You're going against a couple of your former assistants. I'm just curious what it's like to prepare against them, pros, cons, of kind of knowing each other and the other staff.
As I said, I think Ryan Day's done a tremendous job, and his coaching staff has done a tremendous job coaching this team, and they're one heck of a good football team. So it's a challenge in terms of the preparation during the week, and we've been doing it, been attacking it, and feel confident right now, and feel good, and excited to get on the field and practice.
Got time for a few more. Set up front here, Jennifer.
Jim, over to your right. It seems like for decades now with this game, people always say anything can happen. I'm wondering what that means to you specifically, and also why is it that even for a team that is an underdog, perceivably, that there's always still great potential? In this specific game, with the rivalry game and what goes into it, the emotions of it.
I think you probably heard that just about football in general, at every level.
But can you speak to this rivalry, having been part of it as a player and now as a coach?
Yeah, I think it's the same as what you've heard about football. That's football.
Front here, Ashley.
Nico on Saturday was talking about in-game, him going to Josh and Josh asking him what he saw out there and then them making adjustments based on that. Just going back to Josh as a receivers coach, how have you seen those relationships develop over the course of the year?
Yeah, they've really gelled. I've seen our receivers really hungry, to learn and take coaching. And Josh is a very brings the same. He's the same coach every single day. It's high enthusiasm. It's a lot of coaching. It's a lot of detail, and I think our guys are they like that.
Last question here on the left, Aaron.
Jim, what's Brett Hawkins' status for Saturday?
Don't know.
All right, guys. Thank you. We'll bring the players out here in just a minute.
Okay.